right. Okay, so this is the deal. Who has heard of doing burnout velvet, or who has had something with burnout velvet, or what they call embossed velvet? Have you ever seen that? Well, tonight that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to emboss velvet, and I'm going to show you some applications for it. One is really a cool thing. So I bought some velvet some years ago. So what you do is you get a big stamp, a rubber stamp with a with a pattern on it that you really like. I loved the pattern. Do you see this pattern? It's flourishes. It's beautiful flourishes. And when you put it velvet side down, ladies, velvet side down, okay? Then you get not wax paper, but you get parchment paper. Anyway, we're gonna watch this. Watch what happens. Okay, this iron's been on for about 5 minutes now, so it's good and hot. Now, I have it on a temperature that I've been working on it this afternoon, so I know it's gonna be a good temperature. So what you have to do is take a scrap, okay, and just go over it. And so this is what we're gonna do. You put it down like this, and you kind of press. You press, and move it all the way across like that. Lift, repeat. Okay, you can see. Now you girls can see. You see what it did? It put that embossing right on that velvet. And there you can see it from earlier today too. Okay, so you see how there's like a line of delineation here? What you do is you just throw it back over this and do it like this. Because here's the thing. You really can't see, you know, where one pattern stops and one starts. Once you get the patterns going, even if I moved, you love my spunk, Jennifer, that's funny. I'm a spunky kind of gal. Even if I moved the stamp in another direction, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter at all. You're just gonna see swirls every which way. It's gonna be really cool and pretty. So, all right, so I'm not gonna play with this too much longer because I've got some already done and I just wanted to show you. And so, I didn't know that they sold Bibles. Did you know they sold Bibles? They sold Bibles at the Dollar Tree. King James Bibles, Old and New Testament, right? I was shocked. Anyway, I've got this all ready to go. I've already embossed it, as you can see. I've been working on this today. All right, and look at this. They're just a nice sized little Bible, and they would be great for a gift Bible, would they not? So we're gonna cover this in this gorgeous velvet, and we're gonna cover it in beautiful bling in silver, because I've done one in gold already, and I'm gonna show you how I did it, okay? Would you like to see the gold one first? All right, I'll show it to you. Here it is. Is this not beautiful? And what I did was I made a matching bookmark to go with it. This is on the inside of the Bible. Okay, I covered the inside of the Bible with that scrapbook paper. That's a scrapbook paper. And the other side has a matching piece of velvet and a beautiful, totally dazzled crown. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, what could be more beautiful? I mean, wouldn't you love to have this as a gift? I would. I think it's gorgeous. It was $1 plus materials. So there you go. Anyway, this is what I did. This is how I did it. The first thing I did, you're probably gonna say, Susie, the side of the Bible is white. Yours is gold. I made it gold. This one we're gonna make silver. You ladies familiar with Rub and Buff? This little product here is you take your stencil brush, okay, and you get it full of silver. Okay, it's like this. And what I did was there's a, what do you call? There is a bookmark in here already. It's you know, the little, I don't want to take it out. You just pin it backwards like this, okay? And pulled it down, pulled it back. And what I did was I just went in with the silver rub and buff. You hold this very tightly because you don't want the rub and buff to get down into the pages, okay? So what you do is you hold this very tightly and you just get in there and rub it. That part done. Boom. Now what you can do is you can take your, it's called rub and buff, right? So you can take your little cloth and just buff it to make sure that it's, you know, evenly coated. What I did was after I embossed the fabric, okay, put this back down in this little place marker here. All right, now you find the middle of your fabric, okay? I cut it to size, okay? I also used pinking shears because this fabric really can fray. If you don't have pinking shears, this is what you can do. This is what I do to my ribbons. I just take a little lighter and I go over it, over the edge very quickly. And what it does is it seals the fabric. There we go. Anyway, all right, so I want to make sure that this is going to go around the edge like that. I used a clear glue. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right in the middle like this, okay? Make sure that there's enough space to flip it. That's why I plugged it in. Okay, so what you want to do is you just want to give it a good press, you know, with your hand. Press it down really good. Anyway, okay, so I got it down on the side and I got it on the spine. So now we're just going to finish it up. Okay. All right, now I'm just gonna take a minute here, make sure I get this adhered well. That's important. All right, so what you do, I don't know if you can see this or not, I'm hoping you can. This part here where it's been folded over, you wanna get rid of that little square on all 4 of these corners. So I just go in and snip it, just like that. I snip it like that, and this part that's going to get folded over, we don't want it coming out anywhere. So all you do is you just kind of create a little bit of an angle and snip it like that, okay? So then, anyway, okay, so you can fold this in, but you're going to have this little part here because of the spine. Here's the spine, right? So what do you want to do with that? You want to cut it like, I'm going to make 2 cuts. I'm going to make a cut here, and I'm going to make a cut here, and I'm going to make a cut here, but I'm going to leave just enough to put a little bit of hot glue inside there, right there. Just like I'm going to say a 1/16 of an inch. I'm going to put the hot glue there, and then I'm going to pinch it, and then I'm going to seal it with my lighter, okay? So, that being said, here we go. I'm going to make a cut here and a cut here. Okay. I might have to make the cut a couple of times, but we'll see. I want it pretty close to that spine, but I want to make sure that it's not going to fray and ravel. So, okay. And when you turn it down like this, I don't want it touching the pages. That's the key. There's just a little lip. It's about a 1/16 of an inch. There's a little tiny lip, and you need to make sure that that little tiny piece of fabric is not too long. You don't want it touching the pages when you glue it, because you don't want to glue your pages, right? So this is what I'm going to do. Show you. will show you. Get my iron out of the way. Just run a little tiny bit of glue right onto the fabric, like that. I'm gonna take my little rubber finger protector and I'm gonna just fold it down. Whoa, it's a little bit too much glue. See, I don't want to get it on the pages. You just want to fold it down. It's not really that hot. I'm just folding it down to make sure, and kind of pinching it with my nail. Just pinching it, and it will be fine. A little bit of this. This kind of seals it. My little lighter trick. It seals it nicely. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, ladies. I do. Oh, you know what I probably didn't do over on this corner? I forgot to do the little miter here. There's a little tiny miter going in toward the book as well. You know, you got to take that piece off as well, because if you don't, it gets in the way of the pages here, okay? So there's that. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna settle this guy down here. Don't want the page to stick to it though. Pull it and glue it. Okay, nice fit. Okay, same thing on this side. I took a little white marker, I took my ruler, okay, and I found the center, okay. Let's see, it's 7.5, so 3.5 1/4 right there, and I put a little dot, right, just, you can't even see it, such a small dot, just to give me a center. We need both hot glue, 3M sticker, and E6000. Let me tell you why. Because we don't want it to come off. And it might. Isn't this stunning, you guys? Look at this. It is so pretty. There you have it. It's as easy as that. Now, with this one, I made a little bookmark to go with. Okay, I took the inside of a piece of paper, cut this about 2 inches wide. I rounded the corners. I did the paper, the cardstock, just a piece of white cardstock. And what I like to use, if I can find it, I do have it here. I do. I like to use school glue. But for this one, for the fabric, I used the other glue, the Aleene's clear. All right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim it. Is I'm gonna take E6000. Now I'm not gonna put it on the velvet side. I'm going to really quickly run my fire over this. And okay, so I'm going to take some E6000. Okay, this is what I'm using, this crown. Is this not beautiful? Okay, I got to see where all these pieces are, where I'm going to hit with the E6000 around this part right here. I hit it with some E6000, and right there, and right there, and just put it right in the middle and clamp it down for an hour or so, and you will have a beautiful little bookmark to go with the Bible. Is this. And this I did earlier in gold, and I think it turned out really pretty. And see, I did lay something heavy on it, and now it's nice and flat and straight, and it matches the inside of the book. See, cover over the inside of the book in gold.
Totally Dazzled sells sparkling rhinestone wedding supplies. Check us out at totallydazzled.com. But before you do, click up here and download our free Printable Sparkle Quotes. Or click down here and watch one of our other awesome tutorials.